TikTok, YouTube platforms. Oh, I'm sorry, it's been a while. I'm on the balcony of my student apartment. Okay, so we're gonna do a reading. My name is Maria Priddy, and this is Pretty Positivity. I got the Rider-Waite cards out today. And my other tarot deck, for clarification, is the Rider-Waite, but just a different style. Here's the back of the card. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. I took a little hiatus because life. But I'm here now. And I'm here to offer a reading. So, how's everyone's day? I hope you're doing well. Let me crank out some messages. Everything up here is very pretty. I'm so scared of this, like, actually. Why is it like that? That should not be like that. I should be able to lean back. But no, I'm like terribly scared. At the end of the... Yeah, no, I'm not. Let's diggity go. At the bottom of the chairs, there's like a rocking malfunction, or like a rocking design, but it doesn't actually like rock. It just like you just go all the way back, and that's absolutely scary because I'm facing the balcony. So like, you see the sky behind us? See what I'm talking about? Like, it rocks. Okay, whatever. Let's get this show on the road. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? You could be seeing a lot of crows. I've also... Oh, there's literally a blue jay. There's literally a blue jay that just flew down, like, at the lower balcony. I've been seeing lots of crows, and I've been getting a lot of messages through Spirit, and like a lot. So I think some are personal, which is cool. Is anyone stuck? Like in life? Or not in life, like it just feels like you just feel like you're stuck. Like you feel like there's no flow. You want to be able to flow more. Let's get this reading started. Collective, or Spirit, what is the collective situation? I hear money, 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 money. Lots of cards jumped out. Sorry, they dropped. Okay. So, let's see. freaking set. Burnout is real, y'all. Burnout is real. Alright, so let's get it popping. The first 3 cards, because I have my cards lined out in rows. So the first 3 cards is the 5 of Pentacles reversed, the 8 of Wands reversed, and the 7 of Swords reversed. And I feel like this is like heavy stalling energy. It kind of feels like maybe you've taken a break, and whether this be for your own like mental health or just for life reasons, like moving towards your goal, you've taken a break. 622 came up on my timer. Like specifically, it feels like your progress isn't moving forward because you have taken a break. Breaks are needed. Breaks are necessary sometimes. I get that. But you gotta be careful not to stall too much, or it'll lead you to like, I don't want to say it'll lead you to anywhere, because I can't determine that, but like, it seems like the momentum has gone down a little bit, and that's okay, but we have to get back on track sometime, you know? So the 5 of Pentacles is out here, and usually that means like left out in the cold, dealing with some sadness, feeling lonely. You just feel like people left you out in the cold, like people just, like you do your own thing. And I think this, because of this was reversed, it's less likely about other people and more like the 744, and more likely like an internal feeling. You feel like because you've taken a break that all progress has stalled. Like everything in your life is not gonna manifest because you have taken a break. But like I said, like, oh, okay, you're also feeling like this could have led you to dealing with more feelings, emotions, mental anguish than actually like helping you. Because I've got the 6 of Swords upside down, and usually the 6 of Swords is like moving to better times, moving from a whole bunch of like to just being able to breathe and just exist. Yeah, so like these 2 cards together, it feels like Spirit is trying to say to you that if you stall, if you stay in one place for too long, then it's not going to be beneficial for you. And I think Spirit is saying like, the reason you aren't seeing a lot of success, a lot of progress, is because you have stalled too long. And this could be related to like fears, or this could be related to like, I think it's related because when we do get tired, like when we go on constant and we don't see like progress as soon as possible, even though we did all the work, it's kind of like, oh damn, like I'm fucking tired of putting in all this work and not seeing my results manifested. And so I think that's how you're feeling right now, and I freaking feel you. On the next row, we have the Justice, Queen of Swords, and 7 of Cups. Now I want to start with the 7 of Cups because this is like super intriguing. 7 of Cups is like having options. It could be like trying to find meaning in external possessions or in external beliefs. I'm trying to duck because my camera is like right here, but like my posture is not great and it's hurting my neck. Okay, let's fix that. Let me see. I just don't want to freaking fall and fall off the balcony like 1,000 ways to die. Okay, this is a little better. Yeah, so like what I was saying, the Seven of Cups is kind of like, this energy right here is feeling to me is like almost there's too many options. Like, do I want to go down this route, or should I go down this route, or what happens if I don't choose this route? Spirit is saying internally, you know which route to take, you know? I think there might be a little bit of fear regarding, you know, whatever route you're choosing or trying to take, but it feels like there's too many options. It's like, I don't know what to choose. Like, there are so many options presented to me, and all of this is awesome, but how do I choose? That's really what that feels like. And then we have the Justice and the Queen of Swords out. The Queen of Swords out here. I'm hearing Spirit scream like mental clarity. So the Queen of Swords, like, swords is like mental energy, logical energy. You may have a lot that you're thinking about or just experiencing, but it just feels like there is like not a lot of direction. And what's funny about these two Justice cards and the Queen of Swords cards is they both have swords going straight up, and the Spirit is requiring you to reflect and clarify, because you have all these options. Clarify what it is you want. Justice is usually about like when karma comes back to you, or when you receive like good karma or whatever. And Justice is also like holding the balancing scale. So I almost feel like this message is about balancing out your thoughts, trying to achieve mental clarity. Meditation and mindfulness may be important at this point. Finding a place and a time to just reflect and breathe. You don't have to have everything figured out exactly in this moment, right? That's usually while we have time. You know, it's not time as in not taking action and having the whole like the rest of eternity to make plans, but more so like having time. You don't have to have everything figured out tonight, you know? So like I'm also hearing like planning is extremely important. We know what we want. Figuring out a plan to get there is kind of where we're at now. And I think because we had so many options that we just kind of got stalled, you know? Because we know our blessing is coming, right? Like, it's 122. So, and then I see 1411. So we know we have our blessing, like, coming towards us. And it's almost, like, very overwhelming. I think sometimes we, like, self-sabotage when we're so close to a blessing because we know that our lives are about to change. And I really hear Spirit saying, like, create a plan. Like, what is your 3-month plan, your 6-month plan, 9-month plan? Take it into years. Like, you don't have to be super specific, but think about how you want to feel. Some big bug, it looked like a dragonfly, or yeah, it did look like a dragonfly actually, or a wasp. No, it looked like a dragonfly. No. Oi. It's very windy up here. Yeah, but it feels like you haven't taken action because you feel like you're lacking direction, when really there's so many directions to take that you just are having trouble choosing a direction. Chipotle may be of significance. 15:22 on my clock. So I really, it's just about planning, sitting down, getting organized. Justice is like about karma. It could be like legal battles and stuff like that too. This really feels more about like being organized and being balanced. Like, you can't be too logical about a situation. You can't be too emotional about a situation. And in fact, the message that I got earlier was actually to balance emotional clarity and wisdom. We have all this wisdom about what we need to do, yet like it feels like it's so much it feels like so much. And I really feel you, babe. I really feel you. On the bottom row here, we have Seven of Swords. We have Seven of Swords and Seven of Cups. The Three of Wands and the King of Cups, which I was talking about emotional balance earlier. Yeah, like automatically with this Seven of Swords energy, it's almost like he's stepping forward. Hold on. It feels like he's stepping forward, but also like he's focused on one path, or he's focused on how this, like he's just focused on something while he's trying to step forward, right? Decisions. We have so many, it feels like you have so many decisions that it's overwhelming. I watched this video on YouTube because I've been trying to stray away from TikTok a little bit more, except for like when I'm posting. But I've been so boggled, like my brain, it feels like it's everywhere. I feel like I have so much to do too. But the Seven of Swords energy is kind of saying like, don't be overwhelmed by the decisions, and don't focus too much on how it's gonna happen. Just focus on the feeling. Like you are promised this. This is something that you were promised. I mean, not promised, but like, because I don't want to get, well, okay. So what I mean by like promise is like, we've just overwent the first 9 months, 10 months of this whole year, and I'm sure we had battle after battle after battle. We lost relationships, we lost friendships. We've had to do a lot of deep reflection. Like, it's not if you're gonna get it, it is when. However, like, don't let all these decisions and all these thoughts stop you from taking action, right? Don't let these stop you from moving forward, okay? And carrying all that stress, all that worry, all that breathe. Carrying all that is not yours to carry. It's not yours to figure out overnight. It's not yours on figuring out the exact details of when things are gonna happen, and that takes away from it, you know? Like, be grateful of the process that you're going through, because this is a process. You're gonna look back like, wow, I really did it, but like, I really appreciated the journey. And I think sometimes that's the message. It's just like the Three of Wands, literally what I was talking about. So Three of Wands is like possibility, but like, I'm interpreting this card as he's seeing the finish line. He's seeing from the finish line, from the perspective of the finish line. He's already done all of the hard work. He's looking back and admiring all of what he had to learn, we had to go through, in the whole process, you know? Sorry, I smelled weed. I'm just lying. Okay. I don't smoke anymore. But yeah. So Yeah, with the King of Cups energy I was talking about, it's about like balancing that wisdom, that intuition, and balancing it with the emotional side of you. Things do feel like very emotional, and it's just like sometimes it's so heavy. Sometimes like, what was I saying? Where was I going? The king is very emotionally intelligent. He makes decisions from very emotional clarity, just being able to understand, like, it's just emotional intelligence. And I keep repeating it because that's what it is. It's understanding and having empathy for yourself. Just like I said, not having everything figured out is okay. Red card. Go with the flow. Bang Bang came out too. Look at it from a different perspective. Literally, Spirit is asking you to look at it from a different perspective. Spirit is saying, like, instead of wondering when you're gonna get your success, start enjoying the process of going through your success. Yes, you are going to get your success, but it's not about getting the success. It's about the journey. It's about the lessons. It's about the learning. Like, we want to become this person, but then we want to rush through it, and that's not how it works. Unfortunately, it works as us seeing the journey, understanding what we're learning, understanding who we're becoming, and really intentionally putting our energy and our focus behind that, you know? We're gonna get some advice. I'm gonna use the other Rider-Waite tarot deck. I'm coming out with my own affirmation cards. They are the Pretty Positivity Affirmation Oracle deck, and I had them designed already. I just don't have them posted. So please be on the lookout, y'all. Please. Okay. The first card to pop out literally was the Nine of Swords. What is the advice, spirits? And the Four of Swords is literally on the other bottom of the deck. What is the advice? Need more advice. Need more advice, spirit? Oh, these cards! Okay. So, I've got your advice. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with this first row here. No! Literally, stop! Please! Please! Stop! Okay, here, I'm just gonna do all the cards like this. Okay, so the first card that came out actually was Nine of Swords. Reversed. Yeah, this speaks to the frustration you're feeling right now, or not even frustration. I feel like it's more like halt, like a timeout. And usually, I mean, previously the space was used to like refocus, but don't be taking advantage of it, okay? Don't get out of this energy. Start taking action again. Like, Spirit is literally saying, like, I gave you a lot of time, but don't use that time as something as like, don't use that time as an excuse for not taking action. And then you got the 4 cups on here. What was funny was because I had the 4 cups over there on the other deck too, on the bottom of the other deck. Okay, hold on. Let us see. He's performing a balancing act with the Pentacles. You could be worried about financially, how is this going to happen for me? And the only thing I can tell you is to trust the process. If you're doing social media, if you're creating a business, if you're a student, if you're working, or if you are following your intuition, the universe or spirit source will always make a way. They will always make a way. Jesus Christ will always make a way for you if you're following and embodying your intuition and what you like, what spirit is asking of you. If you're following it, then they will always make a way for you. Your spirit angels and how you know is that you follow your intuition. If you feel something in your body that is telling you not to take that action, don't take that action. If you're feeling anxious about something, I mean, sometimes you can feel anxious, but I mean, like, you feel it in your bones, in your body, before making a decision, before talking to someone, before going to apply there. Don't apply there, don't talk to that person, don't do that action, don't take that action. That is spirit telling you to revert, go somewhere else. Remember, rejection is redirection. That's what I was talking about, was the 9 of Swords and the 4 Pentacles. Yeah, it's like someone trying to balance. And also, yeah, that's the message I got from it. Let us see, because I heard another card that was first. The World and the Hierophant. So I'm going to start with the Hierophant first. So the Hierophant card is one of government. It's one of like tradition, or like justice is like legal situation, and the Hierophant is like a traditional. Like if you were to go to a priest, or if you were more religious, or a governing body, like the government, institutions. Two things. You could be looking for a more traditional route. I mean, which is okay. You can still build a business and have a side job on the side, you know? But make sure you still have enough energy to take action to where you're truly meant to go. That job isn't supposed to be your end game. You know what your end game is. If you want to move across the world, literally, because I have the World card out here, if you're trying to move across the world, then you know working at Jimmy John's is not, like, it's not end game, you know? And don't allow it to become end game. For the Hierophant, this can mean like an opportunity that comes to you like more traditionally, like maybe a scholarship program, or an institution. Like maybe you're looking at scholarships or institutions to help you move abroad, or it's okay to ask for help too. That's what I heard. It's okay to ask for help and guidance to get to where you want to go. I like that. Oh, and the World did come out. I talked about that. And overseas trips, new opportunities, new situations, new characters, new plot, but just a new world for you to step into. Okay, that's like, especially if you're trying to integrate, if you're trying to go across the confirmation, if you're trying to go across the world. I don't know, brain for it. Let's see. I wanted to do them in order. That's why I'm like moving it like this. Two of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. I love this combination. First of all, the Knight of Pentacles always is like, or usually represents a message that is incoming, new opportunities that are incoming, like some information that is heading towards you. And the Two of Cups in this context is talking about balance and peace of mind, and like achieving peace, combining the intuition, the intelligence with the emotional side and the feeling side of it. I feel very lightheaded. Weird. Yeah, so like peace of mind are incoming for you, babe. Peace of mind is incoming for you. Try to embody that more this week. Try to focus on things that you know bring you peace, whether that is meditation or quiet time or time off of the phone. I just created a dopamine menu that I put on my phone, and I can see if I can like upload it or something for other people to use. And I used Canva, but I use activities that I know bring me joy, and not just the random stuff that people put on there. I put things that I know bring me joy, and yeah. Is like, put down all of that worry that you're carrying. Put it down, because you don't need it, babe. You have opportunities and money coming for you. Money, if money is the worry that you worry about, you will have a way. You will literally have a way. So choosing to hold on to this money worry is not helping you. You need to put it down and trust the process, that it's going to work out, because it works out for you every time. It works out for you every time. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles both upside down. It doesn't feel like you're in the energy of attracting money, or it doesn't feel like you are in charge of your own finances. And I've seen the Seven of Cups earlier is almost like trying to find something to pay your way for you. If you know you're a business maker, if you have a message that you have to share, why are you holding back? You need to delve into that fear, kind of figure out what it is that you're feeling, and breathe through it, really. As I said that, like the wind passed it. It's a reminder to breathe. Stop in the wind. Reflect and appreciate. Take it slow. Like I said, you don't have to have everything figured out tonight. But this was the message, and I hope you liked it. This is Maria Pretty with Pretty Positivity, and I will be posting more regularly. So I hope you guys have the bestest day and take care of yourselves. Meditate and breathe and trust the process, bitch, because you have it.